Anuj Poddar joins us, Managing Director and CEO with Bajaj Electricals. Anuj, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Walk us through your numbers for the quarter gone by. Margins stable, EBITDA is up, PAT is up. Now, the quarter gone by, I remember when we spoke to you, you said business was okay, मामला ठंडा है, but numbers are not bad despite okay business.
Thank you. Good morning, Nikunj. Thank you. I completely agree with your comments. Actually, the market is extremely difficult right now. The demand situation is fairly muted. You're seeing that commentary across all consumption-related stocks. Again, there's some news in this morning's paper also that I read. People are not buying soaps and toothpaste and shampoo. That said, I always say our job as management is to continue to navigate these challenges. In that context, I would say that I'm happy or pleased with the performance of our company in the last quarter. Just a few headlines from our perspective. Our sales as a company is up 12.5%, of which our consumer business is up 9.5%. Our overall EBIT is up about 10%. PBT is up about 25%. The other couple of metrics that we track, our cash flow continues to be extremely positive. It's about 197 crores of cash generated in this quarter. And our overall, strategic direction in terms of EPC coming back to break even, that continues. Our market shares, we continue to defend or grow. Fans in particular, I know you'll probably ask me because we have the star rating. In fans, we've had very strong growth at about 64% and have grown market share in that. So all in all, I would say it's a good performance in a very tough environment.
One number which everybody looks forward to are margins. Now, for the quarter gone by, I'm looking at the EBIT margins. In a tough environment, they are not bad. 6.3 becoming 6.7. But in FY22, it was closer to 10. Now that inflationary pressures are kicking in, are you likely to start inching towards that 9.5 to 10% mark?
Yes, but before that, I'll just explain the margin. So I want to get to a segmental margin. A consumer margin is about 7.5%. And that's after the impact of some, three levers, I would say actually. A portfolio mix this year in Q3 is very different. Typically, Q3 is strong on appliances led by the heating category, which is high margin. This time, winter onset has been late. Heating appliances have not kicked in. And therefore, we've not got the benefit of those margins. On the other hand, because of fans doing very well for us, those are a lower margin product category for us. So that's done well for us, but that has brought down the blended margin for us. That's point one. Point two really is we've had a fair amount of discounting that we've had to offer for offsetting, some of the consumption muted demand situation. So that's baked into the numbers. And point three, really, we've upped our brand spend significantly in this quarter, almost by 1 percentage point in fact. If you roll that all back in, I would say our margin performance is also good. Coming back to your question, the future outlook, while we don't give a guidance on a specific number, we are confident that we will continue to expand the margins.
What is the good news for you? What is the bad news for you? Bad news you've said. So let's understand the good news.
So the good news, Nikunj, is we continue to gain market share. We are confident about our product rollouts. We continue to roll out several new products. And in that process, we are very much on our premiumization journey. So both from a direction of the brand and products, we are clearly coming up the curve. We've been at that for the past couple of years. We're starting to see traction on that. It's baked into our composition of our revenues. The fans is again something I'll call out. That used to be a category that we used to lag in. We are gaining market share. And yes, one more segment is our lighting solutions segment. That is starting to come into good shape. You see that second quarter on a running since the time we've carved that out. Our margins in that expanded very sharply. And next year we see us driving good revenue growth also, which will further exponentially grow our margins in that business.
I'm curious to know that where are you joining us from? I mean, we love the backdrop. Is it your house? Is it your office?
No, it is my residence. Thank you, Nikunj.
Well, lovely. Fantastic. And thank you for joining us. And I hope things really, come back on track for Bajaj Electricals going forward.
Thank you, Nikunj.